Good day, everybody. Brian here from quantlabs.net. Some questions did come up about capital requirements for crypto trading. Before I get to that, I just want to make sure that if you are into this, just come on over to the quantlabs.net, fill out this form, get some free PDFs, books. As well, if you are really serious and wanting to train, just answer these questions. Follow the instructions by emailing to here, and you will be good to go. Okay, so before proceeding, just as a motivator for crypto, just put out the calls. Now, these are the daily returns that you could get. The latest batch, 27.19 today, when I had finished. 38.22. These are Bitcoin returns with bigger capital requirements, basically a Bitcoin. You would have doubled your money in a week, and you would have gotten a 116% return. Okay, that is with Bitcoin and Ethereum using Kraken, with currently what I have. Secondly, what we have here is a smaller bot for DeFi and Binance. You can get the same kind of returns, lower commission with Binance, and do okay. It's not as strong as you'd want, 2% return, but it's still better than what was today in the markets. So let's get over to the questions and answers. So we conversed with somebody earlier in the week. He came back with some questions. So let's get those answered. Thank you for your information in the Zoom meeting the other day. I'd like to know your service cost provided with the minimum capital requirements to invest in crypto. Costs of what I'm going to attend to next. Per our meetup the other day, you told me your system is to provide some kind of copy trade through some broker like Binance. You have Binance or Kraken if you're in the States, because the States, let's face it, are really restricted on options. So he talks about where he's from and the local crypto exchange. I'm going to tell you right now, you still need to be, in your case, out of Asia, be with Binance. It's like people would clamor out of the U.S. to be with Binance. You have the opportunity. Go with Binance, the largest finance exchange or crypto exchange in the world, which means very good liquidity, really high volumes, good fills, and all that. My initial intention was to learn algorithm from your coursework to trade in equity or ETF. Okay, let's talk about that for a minute. What I did mention is right now everything's on fire with crypto, as I've shown. I've been through this enough to know that those days are not going to last forever. So you need to diversify and start working on other areas of outside of crypto. And if you've seen my other videos where I show, I'll be doing another one tonight, Forex, commodity, or whatever else through CFDs, you could trade those. Now, I wouldn't obviously recommend to trade those through a retail Forex broker, but I would look at potentially at the beginning, I mentioned this in my webinar last night in full detail, to trade maybe through a cheaper, less restrictive product like an ETF, which you can access through interactive brokers. But do realize in interactive brokers, you may not get the same selection of ETF providers based upon where you live, because obviously you know that those are really regulated. So understand that. But that's an option I'm looking at. But the fees should be lower theoretically, and definitely less restrictive as compared to futures that have like crazy margin requirements. So I understand you told me now that crypto is better than now. Yeah, I just showed you a couple of grand per day. Hence, I'm thinking I would try some crypto. You won't get any other asset class that's better, because I would not afford a big capital in crypto. Hence, I would like to know what's the investment capital recommended by you. These trades specifically in Binance, the DeFi movement, these are minimal trades. Okay, these are small trades. Each one of these trades that you see here, 1 out of 1, 1 out of 3, or 2 out of 3, each one of these little trades is minimum requirement of $10. So at the most that I've seen in parallel with amount of coins that are being traded at once, you probably need 5 or 10 at once. So if you're willing to start with 10 equivalent US dollars via USDT or Tether, which is the market I would mostly recommend because it's a stable coin as well as liquidity. Of all markets, it's the best market to be in. You can trade as little as $100, 100 US dollars. So you could obviously do that. The more you put in and you scale out the capital position returns, you could, let's say, for instance, here with a Bitcoin, as I said, these kind of daily returns is for one Bitcoin. So if you put in last Wednesday a full Bitcoin at, let's say, the time maybe $15,000, you would have gotten back every day this amount, okay? And yesterday you would have gotten this back because crypto or Bitcoin is on fire right now. And you got it bought because the moves are so big. You've got win ratios on Bitcoin 92% or 93%, Ethereum at 83%. Today again, 87.5 for Bitcoin.
Exit SOLUSDT
for Ethereum. So these are the sort of returns you would have gotten. And again, you would have gotten 116% with this amount in paid out in commission, as well as that's your net that your return on investment, and it grows every day as long as Bitcoin does well. So you can go from $10, but you will not be expecting those kind of returns. You will get maybe not much at this amount, like $100, or sorry, I should say a couple of dollars, not much, but it really depends. So here we have $7, and I've had other instances where we've had daily returns of 10%. So it could be, I don't know, it could be anything, but that's the dilemma you face based upon your returns or based upon how much you're willing to put in. And again, I keep saying market conditions. So that is, you can go as little as probably $100 as well. So hopefully that answers his questions here, which is verify. Okay, so the cost. What I'm looking at doing, and it's not final yet, but I'm probably going to do this. And I mentioned this in my webinar. You go to my Quant Lab shop. I have a service here, and if you're willing to program and learn about algorithmic trading, like it's not just an investment, it's a career choice that will give you a huge leg up in your career. If you're able to go out and trade on your own, make money without learning and needing crutches like me, for instance, and being able to figure stuff out on your own, you're better off, to be honest, to put the investment in. So this is what I'm looking at doing. As I said, I've got many different services here. And right now, if you come under catalog, under quantlabs.shop, in here you'll find this service here called Quant Elite service. Usually that will include pretty well everything. And as you know, with everything included as part of the service, going through the questions and all that fun stuff, I'm going to be able to help assist to set up a Python script that will receive signals from either Binance or Kraken. If you set up accounts with both exchanges and nothing else to synchronize the signals so there's no pricing discrepancy, you should do okay. And that in itself, for this price, plus I got 7 courses in here, so you click on this service, you get a lot of information. Like it's a very serious. You get 5 courses, plus there's a few more on top of that. So just alone in that, it's worth the money. So I'm looking at probably doing a Black Friday event in 2 weeks, but I'm going to start it ASAP. If you're interested, we can set it up. Plus, I'll give you the installation with the script. I have videos to walk you how to get your Python or your API keys needed for, let's say, Binance. And then all you got to do is set up the script, which I can help you. I'm also have tested out a service called AnyDesk. And what you could do is install that software. It's free. And if there's any problems, I can log in and look at your system and configure it. But as you can imagine, that's a lot of work. So What I'm looking at is if you're highly motivated,
entry,
I'll probably charge you this, and that's it. But moving forward, um, I don't know the pricing yet. I don't know when the market bears, but it's easily much higher system. I've got guys offering just an extension of piece of piece of software into. I just had one today. I just talked about with MetaTrader a service. They want $3,000 for an annual cost plus $6,000 if you want the source code. So it's expensive, even if just to get a newsletter sent to you annually. If one a week, one a month, they're up to $800. So, I'm going to be honest with you. Get these kind of results, and once everything is verified, moving forward, this level of service will probably be in excess of at least 10 grand, without a doubt, because it's the returns are there, they're proven through a verified process. Everything's done for you, and you get the support for 10 grand minimum. To make
entry,
it worthwhile for me to do it. So that's what I'm looking at doing. Right now, I'm just going to keep it easy for now and set it up as that and use it as a consulting fee, and then everything else is like a bonus. Okay, so that's what I'm thinking out, but this is the minimum price you'll be expected to pay for sure. Everything else would be a bonus. That's what I'm looking at, and I probably will put it out there as a massive promotional event on Black Friday and Cyber Monday. I think it's the 27th of November. So if you're interested, that's what we got right now. I don't know what my time will be like, the response. Who knows? I can advertise it. So again, if you're interested, talk to me about it. Plus, I've not mentioned as well, we've got the chat WhatsApp group, but I also have a private chat server, and I'm going to give access to people. People get access to that, and you can talk freely because nobody's on that. Like, there's no track on there. There are a few people on it. There is no tracking, no logging. There's no third party anything. It's just a piece of code that I installed by somebody that's very trusted, customized it for an open source chat server, customized it, locked it down, so on and so forth. So it's very safe to be able to talk freely on it, and at the same time, nobody will track you or record you at all. So there's that as well. So I don't know, but I'm looking at this price range, but that's the lowest I'll be able to go, considering what we've got here on the reports and the daily income. Because it's a much more expensive value, and as long as the markets, the crypto, namely Bitcoin, Ethereum, perform, the value's there, and it's going to go up. So hopefully I'll answer your question. Thanks for asking. Thanks for getting involved in the process. But it's one of the reasons why I put people through the question process, because I can get an idea if what they expect out of this type of service will be aligned to what I can provide for them, and that expectation can be met on a realistic basis. So that's why I do it. Other than that, we shall talk to you later. Thanks for watching, and have a good day. If you are interested, as I said, just sign up to here or the questions. That's the email you can contact me at as well. If you got questions past November, end of November, I don't know where I'll be at. I might be busy enough where
exit
I don't need to do this
UNIUSDT.
anymore, right? So anything's possible. We shall leave it at that, and have a good night. Talk to you later. Thanks. Over and out.